It's a question that I'm asked all the time. How did you get started in real estate investing? What does it take to become a real estate investor? I'm going to tell you, over the last 15 years of focusing on real estate, it's been a bumpy road, and it hasn't been without its ups and its downs. Hopefully today I can give you 3 primary things to think about if you're interested in becoming a real estate investor. The first thing I would think about if I'm going to become a real estate investor is, what are my objectives? And this is something that I didn't necessarily think about early on in real estate investing, and I didn't really have clarity on that subject. You know, what am I trying to achieve here? What's my objective? What do I want to have happen this year, next year, and the year after? Gaining clarity on your objectives can be as simple as thinking, I want to invest in single-family residences, and what does that look like, and what can I do this year to make that happen? So understanding if your objective is to focus on single-family residences, that's a very clear path, and there's a lot of help that you can get around that. Now, if you were to say, I want to invest in multifamily or apartment complexes, that's a completely different objective than saying, I just want to invest in single-family residences. Then there's also the whole aspect of, I want to invest in the commercial world, in the retail commercial world, and maybe do retail space for stores and stuff like that. That's a whole nother path that you would want to have a clear objective for. The second thing that you want to do is understand the protocol for each one of those objectives. So if you were thinking like, gosh, I want to invest in single family residences, then you would want to know what the protocol is in order to do that. So there's a lot of different avenues that you can approach when you think about investing in like a single family residence. A single family residence can have one of 2 different ways. For example, if you wanted to be a passive investor in single family residences, you could go put money down and buy a house and then just watch the cash flow come in. That's a very good objective and a very good protocol to be able to do that. If you're like, gosh, I really want to be more of an active investor, you could potentially go in and use a lot of different strategies, or protocols in order to make that happen. A very good example of that protocol would be what we call the BRRRR method, which is buy, rehab, rent, and repeat. So that's the BRRRR method, for example, and that's got its own protocol that you would go through and understand. The third thing would be to have a guide, and there's a lot of different ways you can do that. You can find a lot of great books. You can find a lot of great online information, or you can even come to a company like Grand Real Estate Investments and say, hey, I want to invest in real estate, and here's what I'm thinking. And then we would walk you through that whole process of, what are your objectives? What are you interested in? What are you thinking? What are you trying to achieve? So then we would be able to just say, here's the protocol for this. Here's the protocol for that. Here's how we would accomplish that. So the guide, I think, is probably the most important out of all of them in order to compress your time frame down so you can achieve in just a couple of years what it took me and Grand Real Estate Investments to achieve inside of 15 years. If you're interested in learning to become a real estate investor, go ahead and put your information in below, and we'll put you on our list, and you'll get a free PDF that goes over the top 3 things that you need to do, as well as a few other things that you can do to become a real estate investor and to compress those time frames down. So with that, I look forward to working with you in the future. Have a great day.